Hey guys, Ancient Warrior here. Let's talk about winter clothing. Let me change glasses. Oh, much better. You guys look so much better when I can see you. This last weekend, we had a snowpocalypse. A snowpocalypse around the country. Friday night, I stepped out on the back porch about, I guess 8 o'clock. And the ground was white. Now, remember folks, I live in the Texas Panhandle. This is not uncommon for us over in this area. I was listening to news broadcasts. They said I-40 was temporarily closed. Well, I had to go out. I'd run out of dishwashing liquid. And I was fixing to do dishes, and I had to run to the little store down at the end of the road. I walked in there, and now the wind was about 20 outside with a brisk wind, 15 to 20 out of the north. And this is what I walked into seeing at the store. There was about half a dozen young people. One of the boys was wearing a pair of shorts. One of the boys actually had a muscle shirt on and no coat. The rest of them were all in shorts or short shorts. Not one of them had a pair of shoes on. They all was wearing either flip-flops, clogs, or some pseudo running shoes. So let's sit down and talk about what is and what isn't winter wear. I think and then if you have time, you show this video to your children and your grandchildren. Now, let's talk about wind. Middle of the winter. Our biggest problem in the Texas Panhandle is we have a constant wind. The big joke around here is if the wind quits blowing, we start looking for a hole to crawl into because a problem's coming. Now let's talk about wind chill. Now it may be 20 degrees outside, but with that 20 mile an hour wind, guys, it's going to feel like minus 10 degrees. That wind chill out there can freeze your skin. You can get frostbite. That's where any exposed skin gets frozen. Just walk into your freezer, pull out pork chops or steaks, and look at inside that package. And believe me, I have a friend. Well, he passed away about 3 years ago. He was a Korean War vet. He was a Marine. He was one of the members of the Marine unit that was at Chosin. And he always referred to himself as one of the frozen chosen. His hands, his feet, his ears, and the tip of his nose. And a young boy is always going to ask questions. So I asked him why he was bundled up so heavy. I guess I was 40 years old when I saw the reason why he bundled up. He got out one evening, him and his lovely bride. They took off in their pickup. And he had an overcoat. He had a pair of gloves. He had a stocking cap on. And he thought he'd be good. He had heavy boots on, long pants. Their truck broke down. He could see the lights of a house, so he got out of the truck, told his wife to stay there, wrapped her up in a couple of wool blankets that he carried behind the seat, and he walked down there. Got on the phone. He tried to call his son. His son was out of town, so he called me. And I said, no problem. Jumped in the Jeep and went out and got him. And I noticed him flexing his hands real constantly, stomping his feet. We got him home. Got a wrecker out to get the truck. And I asked him, I said, is there anything? He says, yeah, I need you to stick around. I may have to go to the hospital. The cold had gotten to all those spots that had frostbite. My friend, I saw him for the first time in my life cry when he started thawing out. He did everything he could, but he hurt. Once you've had frostbite, when those areas get cold again and they start thawing out, the pain receptors go crazy. He and I always got along real well because no matter where I went, I had extra gear in the car. I'd always heard stories about frostbite. Didn't want to, and I'm one of those. I can hear about it. I don't need to experience it. I'll learn from your mistakes. So let's look at what is considered and not considered. Well, this silly thing's going to give me problems. Okay. These are not winter wear. A cotton muscle shirt is not winter wear. Shorts, these shorts, wind pants, are not winter wear. Cotton socks. Folks, there used to be an old saying back years ago that cotton was for the days of your life. My saying is cotton is for the last days of your life in the winter. Cotton has no thermal value. That's the reason, and I'll point it out real quick. In the Middle Eastern areas, you see a lot of cotton being worn. They don't have major winters over there like we have. Guys, these 690 New Balance, they are not winter clothes. Now, I'm trying to do this. Okay. I dress in get my camera back to the way it's supposed to be. Okay, there we go. Okay, I dress in a way in layers. My first layer is always a synthetic shirt. That one's I got for two of them for $17, $18 from Sportsman's Guide. Wool socks. Wool is good year-round. They do make a lightweight wool that you can wear in the summertime. You need wool socks. Cotton holds on to water or onto your sweat. That's why a lot of guys have problems in the middle of the winter or in summer. They have problems when they're out doing a lot of road work and stuff like that. Next, there's two kinds of thermal underwear. I like the grid fleece. This is called level 2, I believe. Yeah. It's level 2 underwear. And believe me, those are warm. Now my level 1, this is level 1. It's very lightweight synthetic material. Now, the pants got damaged. I was doing some work with some friends the other day, and guess what? Of course, I'm going to hang my pant leg, and when I did, it cut my pants, my cargo pants I was wearing, plus down through my thermal under. Didn't get the skin. I'm blessed there. Okay, a sweatshirt. Now this is the one place that a lot of people have problems with. This is a cotton polyester shirt. I'm not real fond of them. You know, as I just got through saying, cotton is for the last days of your life. But you know, that little t-shirt right there is a wool synthetic. It almost looks like cotton to me. Have a shamash or a a muffler to go around your neck. Have a good fleece lined or fleece jacket. You need gloves. Now the gloves I use, let's get you turned back around here. The gloves I use are fleece, and I have a synthetic liner. You know, I use the U.S. military wool liners. I also have a pair of sealskins, which is synthetic. They're a synthetic wool combination, very thin. By themselves, to a certain point, they're good. But when you slide them inside those fleece gloves, they become unstoppable. And the sealskins are also somewhat waterproof. They wick the moisture away from your skin. Then we talk about a pair of boots. Now these are Bates. They're the sport boot. They're leather. Guys, you can either wear those or you can wear the Reeboks, whatever. But you need to have a good quality boot. I like Thinsulate. Now, if I'm going to be out in extended cold, under my wool socks is going to be a pair of synthetic socks. Me and my tongue can't see over my eye teeth today. For additional warmth. But this is what you've got to do, folks. Now, one of the things we're going to talk about later is a car bag. And I'll explain everything about the car bag to you when we talk about that. That's equipment that needs to be in your car all the time in the winter. I have a separate bag for winter. I have a separate bag for summer. And everything I do is based around being able to survive the situation. So with that being said, folks, have a blessed day. This one-man show business is a little hard, so I hope the camera work wasn't too bad. But have a blessed day. And remember, if you're prepping, you live in free America. If you're not prepping, you need to start. Have a blessed day, folks.